What is going on, Pats Nation? You guys already know who it is. Patriots Global back here with, yet again, another video. And if you guys are wondering, dude, why are you wearing the same fit in like your last 7 videos, dude? It's because the Patriots have gone absolutely berserk and made some questionable moves also here on day 3 from rounds 4 to 7. So I'm bouncing out all those videos here in one day for you, Pats Nation, because y'all deserve it. I love you guys. I appreciate all your support. And I want to get this out as quick, fast, and efficient as possible for you guys. The New England Patriots are continuing to make here selections in the 2023 draft. Like always, if you guys want to check out the other selections from rounds 1 to 7 for the Patriots, I have them all in individual videos on my channel in order from rounds 1 to 7. And I'll also be making a playlist also so that you guys can check out all the videos from the 2023 class. Super easy, super organized from rounds 1 to 7. Very easy for you guys to find on my channel. Will be under playlists. You guys can check those out. Without further ado, let's hop into today's video. In the 5th round, with pick 144 overall, the New England Patriots are selecting, get this, interior offensive line / guard, well, pretty much just guard, Antonio Mafi. I know that we have selected pretty much every single interior offensive lineman known to man in the draft, but I like this one. I really, really, really like this guy, guys. This is somebody that in my first official mock draft, I made a way too early mock draft, and I made an official first mock draft. I had Antonio Mafi mock to the Patriots. I think I had him mock to the Patriots in the 6th round. So the 5th round's not too far off. We know the Patriots go about a round or two earlier than everybody else thinks that they should. And I loved Antonio Mafi for the Patriots then. I love him now. And man, would this be a slam dunk signing, if they did not draft 2 other interior offensive linemen in this draft. If we look back at the last 4 picks, we go Jake Andrews, who I think is more of a center but has experience along the interior in general. We go kicker, then we go guard, and now we go guard again. Now, with everybody asking, what are they doing? It's not like they're drafting 3 left guards. I think that Jake Andrews, he's a center. He's going to be your center replacement for David Andrews. That's exactly what that is. I don't see it being anything else. I think Antonio Mafi is going to be your Mike Onwenu replacement, and I'm going to talk about that here. And then I think, like I said, why am I escaping his name right now? Sydney Soy is going, or Sydney So, no, so I got that right, is going to be your kind of Cole Strange, not replacement, but Cole Strange kind of depth piece, maybe depth along the offensive line in general. Maybe they try him at left tackle. Talked about him in my last video if you guys want to check him out. But although it's a lot of interior guys, and I'm not going to say that I agree with it, and I voiced it a lot in my previous videos, it's not like it's all just left guard or all right guard. They play in different spots, and I think that there is an idea here for them. But it solidifies. It's official. This is solidifying the fact that Michael Onwenu is in contract year and he is not coming back to the New England Patriots. And I wonder if the Patriots pull a Shaq Mason and actually try to trade Michael Onwenu. And I don't agree with that, but there's so many interior offensive linemen you selected in the 4th again, and now high up into the 5th round because the Patriots traded their last 4th round pick with the Raiders to acquire this high-end 5th round pick. And I wonder if the Patriots are looking at this saying, we're going to use some of these guys this year. Because like I said, you have to at least implement 2 of these guys this year. You can't use all 3 of these guys as depth pieces or future pieces. That's not what this can be. Are you telling me that the first 3 picks of your draft were picks for this year and that's it? 3 guys are going to contribute. Also, 3 of those guys are all on defense. We need offensive difference makers, offensive playmakers. Our offense is what needs to take the leap next year. And are you telling me that every other guy after the 3rd round is essentially going to be a depth guy or a future piece guy that likely won't play a role other than maybe a mid-rotational piece at best. That's my concern. But as for Antonio Mafi, like I said, guys, I love this player. I love this player, and it makes so much sense. I'm heartbroken that this is probably your Michael Onwenu replacement, just because, again, I believe so much in continuity. You have Michael Onwenu, who is a young player still. You got an absolute steal from him in the 6th round. I know he's going to get a contract, but how high is it going to be for an interior offensive lineman? This dude never gets injured. He constantly is on the field time after time. You tried him at left guard. You finally figured out where he is at right guard. Only allowed 1 sack last year in the second to last game against the Miami Dolphins. Has great experience and potential at right tackle also, which gives you positional versatility. Why not get Michael Onwenu locked up long term and use this pick for something that's more needed? I just don't get it. I can't agree with it. I would have loved to go Antonio Mafi maybe and keep Michael Onwenu, and I would love this outlook, but that's not what they're going to do. Again, he plays right guard. This is going to be your Michael Onwenu replacement. Now, PFF did not love this for the Patriots. They didn't think that it was a bad pick necessarily, but they did not love this pick either. They said it's a mid pick for the New England Patriots. This is what they had to say about it. They said New England landed a big athletic. Oh, wait, hold up. Yeah, a big athletic guard in Sidney Sow in the 4th round and goes back to the well with the 6'4", 339-pound Antonio Mafi here. Mafi earned an 88.3 overall run blocking grade with the UCLA offense that moves lightning fast under their head coach, Chip Kelly. This past season was his first as a full-time starter, perhaps signaling more growth and development ahead. Antonio Mafi is a guy that I think still has to be unlocked, right? He has a good amount of experience, 7 games in 2020, 10 in 2021, and 13 this past season in 2022. And this season was actually his best. I will also say he has progressed very, very well and very significantly each and every single year. I think the Patriots are getting a guy that's going to develop so well and be such a good piece for them, guys. I am so excited about Antonio Mafi, and I'd be ecstatic right now if they were getting Antonio Mafi and didn't draft 2 other guards already. But in terms of his build, 6'4", 339 pounds. He's not a guy that has tackle ability. He's just a guard, but he does bring the size where he could be a tiny bit of an undersized tackle. And I've heard people throw that idea out. That's not what they're going to do. He's a guard, and that's essentially it. He played 1 snap at right tackle throughout his career. I will say he did primarily play left guard too, and Soy also too played as a left guard. Mafi's playing left guard too, but Mafi, I think, switching over to the right guard, has a little bit of experience doing so in 2021. Makes a lot more sense there than he does at left guard, especially because Sidney Soy didn't play right guard. He only played left guard and a little bit of left tackle. So he's going to be your guy on the left, and then Mafi's going to be your guy on the right. He played 235 snaps at right guard in 2021, but played 105 at left guard in 2020, 150 at left guard in 2021, and 910 in 2022. Now, in terms of his statistics this past year, he allowed 2 sacks this past year, 1 in 2021 and 0 in 2020. He allowed 2 quarterback hits this past year, 1 in 2021 and 0 in 2020. He allowed 3 sacks this last year, 2 sacks in 2021 and 2 in 2022. Allowed 13 hurries this past year. It's gotta develop a little bit more there in terms of keeping the pocket clean. 3 in 2021 and 2 in 2020. Played a massive 910 overall snaps this past year, which was a big increase from 386 the year prior. This is a guy who always is on the field. I think he's another guy that can be your Iron Man, but this is also another guy that we're talking about, like I talked about in my last video, where the Patriots are getting a guy that is a much more of a run blocker than he is a pass blocker. He's a little bit above average in terms of pass blocking. Not bad, but not great. He needs to develop more there. But man, in terms of run blocking, this dude is a giant, and this dude is going to open up holes for Ramondre Stevenson 100%. And that's one of the big things we love about Michael Onwenu, an 88.3 overall run blocking grade. In terms of, in terms of value, like I said, I don't hate that the Patriots got him in the fifth. I think it makes a whole lot of sense. I think a team could have scooped him up potentially before the Patriots in the sixth round for their next sixth round pick in order to acquire Mafi. And I think there's a lot to like here. This is Shrine Bowl ties. This is exactly what this is. That's why I liked him in my first mock draft, because the Patriots worked with him in the Shrine Bowl. They really, really liked him. And you know that they were going to draft at least one Shrine Bowl guy before the draft was over. But the New England Patriots are drafting Antonio Mafi here in the fifth round after trading back with the Las Vegas Raiders and acquiring a fifth round pick that they did not have prior. But a lot of guards here, man. A lot of guards for the New England Patriots. And there's a lot of questions on what this offensive line is going to look like this year, next year, and unfortunately the year after. But you guys are going to have to stay tuned, just like I'm going to have to stay tuned. But I'm going to have you guys covered for everything, all the news, rumors that I'm hearing about, the players, the offensive line, and everything going forward. This is going to be an interesting training camp. Very interesting training camp, mini camp, and OTAs. A lot of great stuff is going to happen. A lot of interesting stuff is going to happen. And I'm going to have you guys covered for everything. But like always, make sure you guys like this video. Subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news. And I'll catch you in the next one. Go Pats.